In academic mentoring, the degree of the mentor's involvement influences the quality of the learning experience. Too little help can be discouraging and can waste time. Too much help can limit learning and stifle creativity. Professor Brent Adams confirmed my own experience as a mentor that it works best if the professor's hand is on the project as lightly as necessary. The Spirit also mentors us with a light hand. Elder Dallin H. Oakes taught, revelations from God, the teachings and directions of the Spirit are not constant. We believe in continuing revelation, not continuous revelation. We are often left to work out problems without the dictation or specific direction of the Spirit. That is part of the experience we must have in mortality. The mentoring help of the Spirit is available in our secular as well as our spiritual learning. I felt impressed to share the following experience that illustrates the principle of light-handed spiritual mentoring of secular subjects. One evening in fall of 2003, I drove to campus for a research meeting with a graduate student from Kyrgyzstan named Almaz and a visiting professor from China whose American name is Jimmy. We had been working for several years on a vexing research problem, and I despaired of grappling the problem yet again because of all our past efforts had failed. I was mentally exhausted, and further work on the problem seemed futile. The thought struck me, have ye inquired of the Lord? When I got to my office, I asked Jimmy and Almaz if they would mind if I began our research meeting with a prayer. They agreed, and I asked Heavenly Father to grant us a clearer understanding. We went to work for several hours and found some fresh ideas. When we concluded, I felt exuberant and remarked that we had made noticeable progress. Jimmy immediately reminded me, or Almaz immediately reminded me, of course, Tom, it was the prayer. We thus agreed to begin each subsequent research meeting with prayer. Almaz and Jimmy even took turns, even though prayer was not part of their background. We continued work for several more weeks. And although we felt encouraged, we also felt like the solution was still very far away. A major breakthrough was needed. Then one day in early December, Jimmy and I were again wrestling with the problem when suddenly the complete solution seemed to flash into my mind. I exclaimed in astonishment, "Jimmy, could it be that the answer is far more simple and elegant than we ever dreamed possible?" I explained the new idea to Jimmy, and he got excited also. But when we analyzed it, we found a flaw. The mathematics didn't quite work. I was confused and crestfallen, and we abandoned the idea. A month later, I heard a talk by Elder Neil A. Maxwell in which he spoke about personal revelation. He quoted Joseph Smith's statement, "A person may profit by noticing the first intimation of the spirit of revelation. For instance, when you feel pure intelligence flowing into you, it may give you sudden strokes of ideas." As soon as I heard that familiar quote, I thought of the experience I had with Jimmy a month earlier. The phrase, "pure intelligence flowing into you," seemed to exactly describe what I had felt. Monday morning, I went directly to Jimmy's office, told him about Elder Maxwell's talk, and suggested that we revisit the idea. Within minutes, we saw that with a very minor adjustment, the solution did indeed work. It was breathtakingly beautiful to us and a huge boost to our research. The light-handed nature of the help we received is evident in the fact that we spent the next 7 years trying to understand the ramifications of that minor adjustment and are only now succeeding. Elder Oakes observed, "Reason and revelation are methods of learning that are available to seekers of every type of knowledge. Seekers of secular knowledge who have paid the price in personal effort are often illuminated or magnified by what some call intuition and others recognize as inspiration or revelation.